I just saw the live action How to Train Your Dragon, and it's good, but welcome to the Legacy of Nerd. My name is Daniel. We just got out of an early screening of How to Train Your Dragon. Thank you to Universal for letting us see it early, and we're going to give you our honest review of the movie. So, the movie is good, it's fun, and it's exciting, and you're going to have fun watching it, right? The CGI is really good. I really enjoyed the new redesigns of the dragons, made them look more scarier, formidable, and just threatening, and I dug that for real. The movie is visually amazing. Like, the flying scenes are really pretty, they're really, really good. The backgrounds are really good. The sets are really, really good. That's all great. The music, top notch. I actually feel like they stepped up the music from the animated movie to the live action movie. The music is amazing. It didn't bring anything extra to the table, right? So, like, if you do a live action movie, a lot of the remakes are doing, like, they're adding a little something here and there, adding a sequence, adding a musical number, adding, an action scene. And this movie really didn't do that. It is scene for scene the same movie as the animated movie. I would go so far as to say that a lot of the dialogue, I want to say like 98% of the dialogue is the same dialogue from the animated movie. So there is no spoilers to be had in this movie because everything that you have seen in the animated movie is in this movie. There's nothing less, there's nothing extra. It's all just there, but there's nothing more. So that is kind of my dig at the movie, is that it didn't bring anything new to the table. Now, there's some things that it accentuates a little bit better. And one thing for sure is the emotional performances. And that is because when you have an emotional performance from an animated character, you are limited by 2D. You can only go so far on showing an animated character have emotion. And this movie, you can see the much more emotions in the actors that are portraying these characters. So, the moments a little bit more heartfelt, especially between Hiccup and Stoic the Vast, a little bit more honest between Astrid and Hiccup, even Toothless, just seeing a little bit of his emotions to Toothless and seeing like the conflict he has at the beginning, keeping Toothless alive. There's a lot more there as far as emotional performance, and that's going to happen in a live action movie. And this is a good thing because these are things you could react more to. There are more that you can connect with, and I do see there's more emotion in this movie, but this movie just lacks the charm of the animated movie. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it. It has the magic, right? It has the magic of the original movie. It just lacks this charm to it. And I can't really put my finger on what it is exactly. It's just something about it. But like I love the original animated movie and I had fun watching it, but I'm not like emotionally invested, which I know a lot of fans are emotionally invested in the How to Train Your Dragon franchise, from the books to the movies to the TV shows. There's a lot there for people to grab onto and be emotionally invested in this. And I'm not that person. I enjoyed the movies. I actually only saw the first two movies, but I enjoyed what I saw and I liked them. And I saw them much older. I was already an adult when I saw these animated movies and I never read the books. So I don't have that tie to this movie, which I know a lot of people do. And I know a lot of people don't want this live action movie to exist because the animated were so good, right? So I just really can't put my finger on what it's missing from the animated movie, but it's missing something. So the performances, I have to say the performances are really good. And the one that is the standout performance in this movie is Gerard Butler as Stoic the Vast. I know he did the voice in the movies as well, but there's just something about this character that he is Stoic the Vast. Just as much as he is Leonidas from 300, he is Stoic, right? So I feel like he loves this role and he took it, and he no longer had the limit of being in a recording studio, and he could do more with it as an actor. And you could see he was going all out on this, from his funny scenes to his mad scenes to his action scenes to his emotional scenes with Hiccup. They were all just much better than what we saw from the animated movie with Gerard Butler here. Now, Mason Thames as Hiccup, he does a really, really good job in this movie. A lot of the emotion I'm talking about earlier, like you see the emotions, it's coming from him. So he gives a really good emotional performance that we can't really get from the animated movie, right? And I'm also really glad that he didn't do like a Jay Baruchel impression, because I think that would have gotten old really quickly. But he brought his own flavor to it, and he did really good in showing the emotional journey that Hiccup is going through, from basically like a reckless boy to a hero, and you believed it. You believed he was Hiccup. He did a really good job. Now, I know everyone wants to talk about Nico Parker. They talk a lot about the racial aspects of it. Astrid in this movie, and just like the animated movie, is a very complimentary character. She's not like a big part of the movie, but I think Nico Parker does really good in this role in being complimentary to Mason Thames' Hiccup, right? I do think she pairs well with him. I do think she did well with what she had, but I don't really see it as a standout performance by Nico Parker. I just think like she did her job really well. Not like to Gerard Butler's standard. It wasn't that, but she did really good. And I'm excited to see more from the sequel and the movie and how she does, because Astrid plays a much bigger role in the sequel. And I still haven't seen the third movie, but I need to see the third movie. So I need to find out if she's even a bigger role there. But yes, all the other characters, like the friends, like the twins, Snotlout, Fish Legs, they kind of take more of a back seat in this movie than I was expecting. I thought them to have much more lines, but they didn't. And it's weird because we have the same runtime, but they just didn't seem to stand out to me as much. Gabriel Howe, I think, is the name of Snotlout, and he stands out the most out of the background characters. He has some really good phony moments. The guy, as an actor, has really good comedic delivery, comedic timing. He does really good in this job. He does really good in this role. So I do want to shout him out when I say that, because I say the background characters are not really a big factor, but he does have some good moments in this. So overall, I think this movie, it's fun and it's enjoyable, and you're going to have fun watching it. My wife went to the movie with me, and she actually said that she enjoyed the live action movie more than she enjoyed the animated movie. That being said, she just saw the animated movie for the first time a couple of months ago when I put it on for her. So she's not emotionally tied to the movie. It is still a very new thing to her. And she said she was more entertained by this movie than the animated one. But that's just her take on it. But I mean, like I said, I think it's a really good movie to take the family to. You cannot go wrong with taking the family to it. Kids are going to enjoy it. There was kids in our screening there, and they seem to be having a lot of fun. So I really do think it's a good family movie. I do think it's worth the watch. I do think it's worth the watch in theaters, because of the flying scenes and the action scenes that add to that experience. So I do think it's worth it for in theaters. But that is my review for it. I gave it a B-, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Are you going to go see the movie? Are you watching this review after you've seen the movie? Do you agree, disagree with me? Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next time.